I just wanted to show my finished product. Yesterday I discovered that the grass that I had pulled up from my path smelled really good when it dried out in the sun, and it smelled like hay to me. So I decided to just bale it up today. So what I did was, first of all, I pulled the hay away from the weeds. So I just wanted the grass, none of the weeds. And so I just kind of sorted that out just by looking at it. You know, you can kind of tell a weed from grass. A weed's usually thicker and has broader leaves, and the grass is just fine and thin, smells really good, and has a kind of a fine texture to it, like hay. And then I made sure I put my hands in it without gloves. I put my hands in there, and I turned it yesterday, but I made sure it was completely dry today, and it was. So I pulled the hay off and I put it in a shady spot, and I went out and I found some baling wire from leftover from one of the straw bales that I had bought at the farmer's supply, and brought that up. And then what I did was, let me turn this around, I'll show you right quick. Okay, so what I did was I brought it over into the shade because it was, you know, easier to work, and why work in the sun if you don't have to. And I put my grass all here in a big pile, and then I kind of hand sorted it a little bit. I made sure that because it came off the path, like there was no mud and no decorative bark and weed stop, cloth, that kind of stuff mixed in. It was just pure grass. And then I set the baling wire down in this bucket, and I just sort of put one down in here and then hooked it over, and I put one over here and then I hooked it over. Then I started smashing the grass down in here, and just smashing. Well, it's not grass anymore, now it's hay. Smashing and smashing and smashing. Then I pulled the wires very tight and bound them off, and then I'm left with this lovely little bale of hay. So, look, it's like a bale of hay. It's so cute. And I can kind of move it around. This kind of got off on the edge a little bit, but I can put it up in the barn. Now it's a barn. It was a shed, now it's a barn. But I can put it up, and I can store it for the winter and feed it to my rabbits. It's kind of crazy, but oh my God, it smells amazing. And like I said, I fed some to my doe yesterday, and she absolutely loved it. So she would prefer fresh, but she was fine with this. You know, hay is hay to her. It may not be Timothy grass, it may not be alfalfa. I don't know what kind of grass it is, but whatever kind of grass it is, hopefully it has some nutrition in it. I know it definitely has some flavor and some good scent to it, and so, you know, I kind of like it. If nothing else, I don't know, it was just a fun project to do. If she's eating it this winter, my rabbits are eating it this winter, then, and they're still thriving on it, and of course I'll supplement their diet, but you know, it's just kind of an experimental thing. So yeah, I made my own bale of hay. So yeah, and it's quite mobile, very light and fluffy, and smells amazing. And there it is, my bale of hay. Ta-ta.